Alright. So, we missed the introduction to Greg Williams, which is a little disappointing, but as usual I had some issues getting the recorder going, but we should be good now. It's Bout G, Big Bills fan versus Victor Cruz Pun. This is Victor Cruz Pun's fighter right here, Greg Williams, the notorious coach of the New Orleans Saints. Greg Williams, I think he's the coach. I don't know. I don't follow football anymore. Then we got Big Bills fans fighter Jack Dillon here. I think he had the game. One of those fighters that was created based off the actual creative fighter program rather than my little template thing. And we get Herb Dean refereeing. If you pay attention, you'll see Herb Dean is most often the referee. I'm a fan of the Dean, Herb Dean. Often choose him as the referee for these fights. Alright, so right away, you'll notice Dillon, Jack Dillon. He's the wrestler in this fight, whereas Greg Williams, who by the way, I'm a fan of Greg Williams in this tournament. Not so much at his potential for success, although he does right here, submission attempt. He's got high submissions and high strength, high cardio. He's got a good shot at, submitting anybody, but mostly I'm a fan of his because of his, well, he turned out quite well as far as replicating a face goes. You wouldn't think a 45-year-old, I don't know how old the actual Big Williams is, but as far as accuracy in faces goes, it turned out pretty well. As you see later in this tournament, I'll have Randy the Macho Man Savage, not nearly as accurate as Greg Williams. But yeah, so this fight is Greg Williams. He's a submission specialist. I think its base is either Greco-Roman or Jiu-Jitsu. Probably it's Greco-Roman, which is a mistake, probably. But he's got high submissions. He has like the lowest striking rating in the tournament. But he can probably submit anybody if he gets the right situation. His opponent, Jack Dillon, just a well-rounded wrestler. A lot of people call it boring wrestling. Fan of wrestling. And what I expect is he'll probably win this fight just with some solid control, top control. Oof. Gotta love a wrestler who just goes for that takedown. Anyway, so basically this fight, it could go to decision. I mean, Big Bills fans fighter is pretty much built to win the decision every time. You can get some damage in ground and pound, probably finish the fight that way. You'll see a lot of blood already, actually. But Greg Williams, he's got potential to finish the fight at any time. Neither guy's a stand-up guy, per se. So, we got another one of those fights. If you're worried about it, you probably look at how much time's left in the fight and determine whether or not you want to stick around. At some point, I might try to ruin the spoilers. Maybe when we're in like the semifinals, I'll mask it or put the two fights together so you don't know the first one or something. I don't know. Shit. But yeah, that first round, I think it probably went to Jack Dillon, Big Bills fans fighter. He was on top, threw a bunch of damage. I mean, I don't know. There's not a lot going on again. Just solid takedown though. You gotta love that. I got a jiu-jitsu tournament coming up on Sunday. And that's my plan. Just take those guys down, lay on top of them for a little while, and then have everyone tell me how great I am. It's fun. It's fun. anyone doesn't do jiu-jitsu, I highly recommend it. Try not to get dismayed by the wrestlers. Alright, so if Greg Williams can get on top, get him, he has a chance, or if he can get full guard, which for the people who don't know how the guard mount system works, it's basically all a matter of where your legs are in relation to the other fighter's legs. If you're nah, it's too complicated. I'm not getting into it. I'll just call this mount. If you don't understand why it's mount, then you'll figure it out eventually. But it's a very good position for the guy on top here. Jack Dillon, bald man, goatee. Advantageous, if you will. He'll probably end up there most of this fight. He has better stats as far as grappling goes. Grappling meaning anything where the two men are in contact, wrestling around. MMA could, in a way, be divided into striking and grappling. And most people find striking more entertaining. I tend to find striking more entertaining, but in real MMA fights like UFC, I'm a big fan of a nice grappling match. A couple dudes rolling around. High technical grappling match. But in these things, in these tournaments, or not these tournaments, these simulated fights, it's harder to get into. It's less technical. It's more just weird computer. So yeah, what we're looking at, Williams is he's fairly low on cardio already. He's been worn down. Dillon's got a lot left, so he's gonna have a hard time finishing the submission. Williams, that is, Greg Williams, which is it's a shame. But Dillon's kind of the more well-rounded fighter. Got better stats all around. Pretty good advantage striking, pretty good advantage on the ground as long as he doesn't get submitted. So, in this next round, if we see a submission attempt from Greg Williams right away, we might be able to finish it. Otherwise, Jack Dillon's pretty much got some bag. So, a lot of damage there. Kind of a cheek badge on Greg Williams. Cheek. So yeah, that's just some nice wrestling there. I'm a fan of it. Yeah, he's just tossing him around really. He's the stronger, I believe, fighter. Maybe not actually, but he's the stronger wrestler. Yeah, looking at it, Cruz puns. It's all cardio and strength, which is weird because he's out of cardio and he's getting pushed around strength-wise, but that's just a matter of the stats, the attributes, skills, I don't know, whatever the hell they're called, being in Dillon's favor, more balanced, so he's able to get more stats in the various grappling attributes. Oh, he went for a throw there and didn't work. So, see right away, what Cruz pun needs is a nice submission early in this round before he starts to get tired. If any of you notice the screen goes dark from time to time, that's my Xbox just thinking that no one's home. Yeah, this fight's, I don't know. I mean, by now you've seen I've been wrong a few times, but it doesn't really seem that Williams has mounted any offense here. So he's going to need a pretty slick submission to pull this off. Dillon will have to gas himself out somehow. We'll see. I mean, there's 3 minutes to get it done, and he has a high enough rating. He's got mount now. Anytime you see, he's got full mount, unflinched right now. It's the best position in the game, probably. Better back control. but he doesn't have much gas left. He's pretty tired, so he's gonna have a hard time finishing the submission here. But if he does that, I mean, if he rocks him, it's open. Yeah, this could be a fun little upset here. I don't see it happening, but you know, who knows? The old man might have one trick left in the bank. So he's going for submission here. He's not going to get it, but he's probably going to end up at half guard, which isn't a terrible place to be. He's a transition away from mount again. Yeah, but he's not going to get it. He's tired too. This is just not a good situation. Right now it's 2 rounds of 1 Dillon, I'm sure. I mean, you know, as you know. Yeah. Just some good old-fashioned wrestling is the difference in this fight. Williams probably won the 3rd round, but Dillon probably won the first 2, so we got another 30-round decision. Hopefully there's not too many of those left. I know there's some strikers going further down the tournament, so we'll see how they do. And we'll see the decision here. Just a ridiculous Superman punch. He goes right in the ground. Alright. This was a great solid shot that connected in the clinch. So here's the decision. The judges have rendered their scorecards. Cruz Bumper has the decision. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score it 29-28. Yeah. 29-28. I mean, that one's pretty clear cut. I didn't want to sound retarded again by getting it wrong, but I mean, yeah, that's the right decision there. So, yeah. We'll see how he does in the next round. He's a good fighter, well balanced. And we'll see how Greg Williams does in the losers bracket, where most submission specialists seem to be heading.